Hi there, I just very briefly want to make a relatively controversial and bold statement. That is that Thomas Hobbes is the most important political philosopher of all time, in that he is the most influential. Why? You don't get presidential candidates or prime ministerial candidates referring themselves as being Hobbesians, neither do you have Hobbesian revolutions in the same way as you have Marxist revolutions and so on and so forth. Neither, unlike Rousseau and the French revolutions, it's said that Hobbes' ideas led to any specific political events. But the reason I think he's the most enduring political philosopher and the most influential political philosopher is because it creates a vocabulary of politics that is still in use today. That is to say, firstly, that politics is about sovereignty, that there are these territories which are said to be sovereign, and in discussions taken here in the UK, any discussions about EU and the EU's powers in the UK often revolve around precisely how this affects the UK sovereignty, and indeed how globalisation affects UK sovereignty, and so on and so forth. So we talk about sovereign nation powers, and we still talk about that today, many years after Leviathan was published. The most crucial way I think he's the most important philosopher of all time is his conceptualisation of the modern state, a conceptualisation which I suspect we all use today. That is to say that the modern state is a distinct entity from both the people comprising the state and the person operating the power of that state. No longer do we think of the person being sovereign. Barack Obama is the President of the United States and operates the powers of the United States, but he is not the state. Likewise, the people of the United Kingdom are not the state. The state is another entity. And of course this is Hobbes' contribution to the history of political thought, conceptualising the state in this way and seeing the person being in power as being using our powers which were transferred to the artificial person of the state, a separate sphere. So consequently we might not get vice presidential candidates talking about their Hobbesian background. You know, we might not have Hobbes high up there on MPs' most influential reading, and yet I think Thomas Hobbes has played a massive part in the politics which you and I live in today. Thank you.